The eyes and ears of the markets were turned to the U.S. Federal Reserve's, Fed, interest rate decision. After the inflation in the USA reached a peak of 9.1% in 41 years, the markets focused on the Fed's July meeting to be held today. Double-digit increases in gasoline and food prices continue to be the driving force of inflation in the USA. Investors expect a 75 basis point rate hike from the Federal. While futures contracts give a 15% probability of a rate hike greater than 100 basis points, investors will watch if indicators of economic slowdown make a difference in the Fed's stance. The Fed started interest rate hikes with 25 basis points in March in order to control inflation. Deciding to raise interest rates for the first time since March 2018, the bank also increased interest rates by 50 basis points, the fastest since 2000, at the May meeting. On the other hand, while Fed Chairman Jerome Powell's statements, along with the Fed's interest rate decision, are placed in the focus of investors, Powell's statements will search for clues about the monetary policy in the future. Although market participants' expectation of a 100 basis point increase increased after the high inflation data from the USA this month, these expectations were replaced by the predictions that Fed officials would prefer a 75 basis point increase. If there is an increase of 100 basis points, it will be the first since the 1990s when the Fed began implementing its current monetary policy framework. The Fed, which started its rate hikes with 25 basis points in March, increased by 50 basis points in May and 75 basis points in June. The biggest effect behind the Fed's accelerating interest rate hikes was the rising inflation in the USA. While the continuation of the high inflation trend pushes the Fed to increase interest rates, on the other hand, the concerns that the economy will go into recession are also increasing. Finally, U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen expressed her confidence in the Fed's fight against inflation and said that she does not see any signs that the American economy is in a broad recession. Bank of America U.S. Chief Economist Michael Gapin predicts a moderate recession that will start in the second half of 2022, while former U.S. Treasury Secretary Lawrence Summers stated that a soft landing does not seem very possible. Fed Chairman Powell, on the other hand, thinks that failing to achieve price stability would be a bigger mistake than putting the U.S. into recession. This whole process is also closely related to cryptocurrencies. The interest rate to be announced by the Fed may cause serious volatility in cryptocurrency price movements. Investors are advised to be careful in this process. Thank you for watching Crypto News Channel.